DAK Machine Safety podcast. We support developing a safer, sustainable workplace. This podcast module was developed to assist those new to lean thinking or unfamiliar with the history and evolution of lean and continuous improvement. Understanding how and why the tools and thinking came into being can be instructive and guide the journey to improve safety, respect for people, and waste elimination, all of which are necessary for operational excellence.
Mikey, can I ask you questions?
Sure.
I am new to lean and continuous improvement. Please give me some background.
Lean is first used in the 1991 book, The Machine That Changed the World. The book describes the Toyota production system as lean manufacturing.
What came before lean?
Before the term lean came into being, Toyota merely developed a suite of tools and thinking as they attempted to follow the teachings of Dr. William Edwards Deming.
I am not familiar with Dr. Deming. Please tell me about him.
He was an American statistician, professor, author, lecturer, and consultant best known for his work in Japan. From 1950 onward, he taught top management in Japan how to improve design and operational performance.
He sounds like an interesting person. Please tell me more.
He made significant contributions to Japan's later reputation for innovative, high-quality products and economic power. He is regarded as having had more impact on Japanese manufacturing and business than any other individual not of Japanese heritage. Despite being considered a hero in Japan, he was only beginning to win widespread recognition in the U.S. at the time of his death.
If he made such a major impact on Japan's manufacturing industry, what did Dr. Deming teach?
He did not teach lean. The word did not even exist. He popularized the Plan, Do, Check, Act model, which became known as the Deming cycle. This PDCA cycle is a foundation for continuous improvement.
Please tell me more about the PDCA cycle.
Plan, identify and analyze the problem. Do, pilot and implement the plan change. Check, analyze results and modify or plan for full implementation. Act or adjust, introduce systemic changes in training, or make adjustments and run another cycle of PDCA. Sometimes A means abandon and start over with a new PDCA.
Is there anything more than PDCA that can help improve things?
Yes. You can think of PDCA as the cornerstone of a home. Continuing to build the home without additional lean tools and thinking is difficult.
Is there a difference between continuous improvement and Kaizen?
Kaizen is a Japanese term roughly equivalent to continuous improvement. We aim to keep things simple and drive out fear, one of Dr. Deming's principles. If you want to lose an adult audience early, make them learn new terms in a foreign language. We do not use Japanese terms in this series except to draw correlations and understand terms commonly used.
If the term lean was created to describe Toyota, does that mean it only works in manufacturing?
No. Lean thinking can be used in any size and kind of organization. Some examples are government, educational institutions, homeless shelters, assisted living, healthcare, HVAC companies, dentists' offices, and chambers of commerce. Large or small organizations can benefit from lean thinking and tools to improve customer service.
Where do I start?
Go back to basics and learn from Toyota.
What does Toyota say?
Fujio Cho, retired Toyota chairman, said, "Some people think that if they just implement our techniques, they can be as successful as we are. But those who try often fail. That's because no mere process can turn a poor performer into a star. Rather, you have to address employees' fundamental way of thinking. At Toyota, we start with two questions. Where are we wasting resources like time, people, or material? And how can we be less wasteful?"
Please help me better understand waste.
Toyota's scientist Taiichi Ono created the 7 forms of waste to help people identify waste. He believed that waste cannot be eliminated if it cannot be identified.
I've sometimes heard of the 7 forms of waste called COMWIP. Is this the same as Ono's waste?
COMWIP is the same as Ono's 7 forms of waste, just with different words in order to create an acronym that is also easy to remember. COMWIP stands for correction, overproduction, motion, material movement, weighting, inventory, and process.
Is there a simpler way to think about waste?
Yes, waste can be considered anything that doesn't add value to the customer. While true, this high-level understanding may not be sufficient for managers or workers to identify and eliminate waste daily. The 7 forms of waste are helpful for pinpointing problems.
How do I learn how to identify waste in my daily life or work?
Typically, it happens as you take the journey of using lean thinking and tools. Through the use and application of lean tools, processes, and thinking, lean practitioners learn to see the waste that others do not.
How do I learn how to identify waste in my daily life or work?
Typically, it happens as you take the journey of using lean thinking and tools. Through the use of lean tools, processes, and thinking, lean practitioners learn to see waste that others do not.
Are there any other types of waste?
Yes, injury and illness, safety, are major forms of waste as they impact employees and their families. Additionally, environmental wastes such as air, water, solid waste, energy, carbon footprint, etc., contribute to waste and operational inefficiency.
Is learning how to implement lean thinking different from typical learning?
Not if you think about how you learn to play a sport, an instrument, or any other skill not taught in a classroom. Typically, you might have had a coach or mentor guiding you and helping you to improve your performance. What you experienced was hands-on experiential learning. It is the same with lean. It becomes a process of acting your way to a new way of thinking.
What are the advantages of hands-on learning?
First and foremost, you learn while improving your workplace. If you've ever experienced being away from your job and returning to the same old chaos and stress, you'll enjoy making things run better and learning simultaneously. Secondly, teaching others teaches what you learn by experience, not something from a PowerPoint slide or instructor. Hence the concept of mentoring others.
Some use the word journey to describe their lean implementation. Why is that?
The goal of lean thinking is organizational transformation, where the culture relentlessly pursues continuous improvement. Anyone undertaking this journey knows it requires top management commitment and leadership to create the processes and understanding that allow the entire organization to join in identifying and eliminating waste. There is no set path, just a journey that makes sense to the individual and the organization.
You mentioned tools and methods. Which one is a good way to begin the journey?
5S and standard work are good foundation tools to get going.
Please tell me more about this 5S method.
5S is a 5-step repeatable system that makes things neat, clean, organized, and efficient. The English equivalents of the 5 Japanese terms describing the 5 steps are sort, straighten, shine, standardize, and sustain.
You refer to standard work. What does that term mean?
Generally speaking, standard work is the best way to do things. It is often the antithesis of corporate standards that descend upon the workers with no appreciation of the variables they face. Standardized work includes visual controls and/or instructions that allow processes to be completed in a consistent, timely, and repeatable manner.
What are the advantages of standardized work?
By implementing standardized work, employees can do things safer, faster, better, and cheaper. Standardized work should always have the input of those who do the work. It's essential to have a consensus among those using the standardized approach.
Do you have any last thoughts that you can offer?
Yes, first and foremost, trust and respect for people are key to continuous improvement. A culture of continuous improvement is truly a journey, and the journey is simply putting one foot in front of the other and learning as you go. Identify an issue, make a plan, do something using ANSI voluntary standards and lean thinking, check your progress, and make adjustments. The PDCA wheel allows learning with each wheel rotation. Thanks for tuning into this episode by DAK Machine Safety. Today we covered lean thinking. In the next podcast, we will cover identifying hazards and risks. You can support us by clicking like and subscribe. Take care, everyone, and until next time.